Assalamu alaikum everybody, this is your brother Sam and a very warm welcome back to the Sam of Somalia channel. So in this video really, I just want to tell you something. We'll get around to it inshallah, but I want to share something with you about why I hate being Sam of Somalia. Like, there's something that I really despise about it actually, and there's things generally about YouTube and about being a YouTuber that can get under your skin, but I thought, you know, alhamdulillah, we're here at this point. We're nearly at sort of 20,000 subscribers now here on this channel. Huge thank to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, obviously, is the first thing. We thank him, we praise him. He's the provider for us, and here's the giver of success. So firstly we thank Allah Azza wa Jal, but also a huge thank you to you guys, for how you've been interested in my content and how you've supported me and how you've kind of been here, many of you from the very beginning, right? Very a small number of you who have been watching this channel since the Warrior video and stuff. So I want to say a few things about the channel, and this can kind of be like the homepage video for the channel, inshallah, I think. Because I've never really done like a homepage video actually talking about what this channel is, and I think it'd be good to, because I kind of had that video about whether I'm leaving YouTube or not, and to come back from that and kind of clarify some things from it and talk to you about the channel and what sort of stuff I'm going to be doing going forward, inshallah. I think it'd be a good video for us to do. So, yeah, so firstly, I'm going to talk about something that I hate about being Sam of Somalia, but I just want to talk about some things that I love about it. Because, on balance, it is something that I love. On balance, this YouTube channel is something that I love. And that's the most important thing, right? Like, in any of our jobs, anything that anyone has to do, and even like our marriage and stuff, we don't always love everything. Like, it's just important that on balance, that on average, you love it. That's the most important thing, right? So, like, firstly, I love the community. Right, like I love the discussions that you have on my Facebook page, and I love the DMs that I get from people, and I love the stories of people who have kind of got a revived sense of love for their own language if they're Somalis, and the huge number of non-Somalis that contact me as well about their reasons for learning Somali and how my YouTube channel has helped them, and that stuff is amazing. I really love that stuff, and I love it when people approach me, they see me in London or whatever, whenever I'm in London, or whatever, and they come and they've seen me on YouTube and they recognize me, blah blah. Huge shout out to Abdulaziz, by the way. Brother Abdulaziz spotted me in Ilford the other day. I was in Ilford visiting some of my Arabic students, and yeah, he saw me outside near Sainsbury's in Ilford. There's a chicken shop near there. I was on my way to go get some lunch, and he spotted me. So huge shout out to Brother Abdulaziz. May Allah bless you. May Allah reward the brother. So there's some things that I love about it, of course, and then obviously it giving me kind of an inspiration to keep going, right? Like having a YouTube channel and an audience, I kind of feel a sense of responsibility towards you guys. Like I feel a sense of responsibility to keep this going, even if I have breaks here and there, even if I have times where I'm less consistent or whatever. Like I have a responsibility towards the number of people who have said, yeah, we like this content. So there's some things that I really love about it. Right, that I really love about it, and even without those things, right, like I started making these videos with none of that, so obviously, like, the thing that I really love the most about it is just talking about learning languages generally, and obviously especially Somali with this YouTube channel. So so those are the things that I really love about it, of course. But the thing that I hate about it is that when you learn languages, a lot of the time, especially languages that people don't expect you to speak, like they look at my face and they don't expect some of the languages that I can speak to come out of my face. So people get it twisted and think it's like a party trick. Quite often, like I might be at an event or something and I get Somalis put their phone in my face and say, speak some Somali to, my habariyar or whatever, or, do a snap. Do it on Snapchat for me. Let me send something to Hoy, or speak some Somali or whatever. And like, that's really not the reason why I ever wanted to learn Somali or ever wanted to learn whatever language, right? Like, that's something that's really disappointing, actually. Like it's something disappointing that I see with polyglots, right? I'm not a polyglot. I don't consider myself like a YouTube polyglot, but people who are polyglots, like, often talk about this, right? They have the skill of speaking these different languages, and people see it as like a party trick, as like a tokenistic party trick that you can perform these sounds out of your face. But that's not why any of us started learning languages. One of the reasons why I love languages is because they're so human. Like, through your language can be where you find belonging and stuff, right? If you speak a language among people, you'll find a belonging among them. And belonging is something so human, and the way you speak and the vocabulary that you have even dictates your status among people. Like, if you're better at language, that often puts you at a higher status in a group. Like it's so powerful. Language is so powerful and it's so uniquely human. And even something that made me fall in love with Islam so much is like, it's by no coincidence that Allah Azza wa Jal describes the Quran as a lisan, describes it as a tongue, right? Like it's something so human that we have such sophisticated language, and I see such a beauty in that, right? Like, you know, there's a lecture that I did when I was in Uganda about how animals generally speak from their throats. Like, you know, like even animals that do have sophisticated language, like whales and you know, other languages that kind of sing and do clicks and stuff, they do have a sophisticated language, but it's all from their throat pretty much, you know, like or from their nose or whatever, but it's nowhere near as sophisticated as us using our tongue. And the fact that humans communicate from their tongue is something so intrinsically tied to human dignity. And so all of that, I could talk for ages about why languages are so deeply meaningful, but for that to be reduced to someone saying, speak some Somali, akhi. That's not what it was about. That's not what it was ever about. And really, I hate that even. Like tokenistic use of language generally, I just don't like. Like I've noticed something in myself as an Arabic language teacher, that if I meet some brothers and they say, oh, you're an Arabic language teacher, and then they like start speaking Arabic to me, sometimes I'm a little bit like defensive about that. I'm like, I don't know if it's because I'm worried about being caught out or something, like that they might say something that I don't know, but I know that will happen because Arabic's just so big. They could use a word from Moroccan dialects that I probably wouldn't understand, right? Or whatever, right? Like, but I've always noticed that in myself. Like if there's kind of like if someone tries to encourage a use of language from me that isn't like that isn't associated with belonging and isn't associated with, you know, actual meaningful expression. Like if we could have that conversation better in English. I don't know if I always like that. Sometimes I'm a bit standoffish about it. I don't really know why. I don't know if I can really explain that, but yeah, but so basically, like, language is so tied into dignity for me, you know, so and human dignity and more deep and meaningful things than performing it. So I don't know. So if you are looking for a YouTube channel with someone to I don't know, to just have every video just saying, you know, Nina Addan, Afka Somalia Wuku Hadlaya or whatever, like you're in the wrong place. Yeah, there might be YouTubers out there who do stuff to kind of perform for you, but I'm not really here to perform. Like I never came onto YouTube to perform. I came onto YouTube to educate, right? Like I'm from a teaching background. I wanted to educate and entertain through, do like what do you call it? Edutainment, right? Like entertainment for education, right? But it was never sort of supposed to be a channel that had challenges and pranks or whatever. It's an education channel. That was the point of all of it, right? So going forward, just to round off this video, inshallah, I'm going to talk to you about the sort of videos that I will do, inshallah, because I think the channel is growing into something bigger than it has been so far. Like there are broader topics that people are always asking me to cover, and you know, if you were to see my email inbox, the sort of things that people ask me about, there's a ton of things like from the Muslim youth community that people would like me to address and like me to give advices on. You know, so I think the channel will broaden into that stuff, inshallah. And then also, like, obviously a lot of you guys know, like, my profession is that I'm an Arabic language teacher. Like that's my profession. I'm an Arabic language teacher. I'm an online Arabic language teacher. And you know, so obviously I'll talk about that. Right, and then this channel is kind of like a personal channel for me. Like I'd like to do some videos about marriage and raising a family, and about home educating, inshallah, and raising children speaking multiple languages. And one of my next videos, by the way, is coming up, is about like some of Somalia's top tips for raising multilingual children. That one's coming really soon, inshallah. Yeah, so more stuff like that. Give some Islamic reminders, like you know, like I'm gonna be really careful with that, inshallah, because I'm not. I don't want to be like a dairy. I'm into languages, right? Languages are my thing. Like da'wah is something that we should all do. We should all do within our capacity what we can. But just with the camera in front of me like this, and I'm speaking to a relatively big audience now. I mean, there's a lot more to be lost than to be gained, really. Like if I say something that's wrong, there could be a huge consequence for that for me on Yawm al-Qiyamah. So I'd rather stick to my lane, stick to the things that I am qualified to talk about. But inshallah, I would like to speak to some more knowledgeable friends of mine. If there is a particularly important nasiha for my audience, I'll do the research, and I'll have a guest on who is knowledgeable and stuff for us to deliver that for you, because I know that I serve a community. And as I say, like, if you guys saw the emails that I get, and if you guys saw the the Facebook messages that I get, you'd know that there's a huge need for like more authentic Islamic education, and more like authentic Islamic advice to be given to the youth. And you'd appreciate that in my position I have responsibility to give that. So that's everything for this video, my dear brothers and sisters. May Allah bless you guys. May Allah give you guys the best of health. May Allah give you guys what is best for you in this life and in the akhirah. And yeah, before you guys head off, if you haven't subscribed to the channel yet, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you hit the notifications button. And this video itself, give it a like as well for me, please, inshallah. And I think that's it. I think that's all the things that I need to beg you to do at the end of the video. Is there any other begging I have to do? Instagram. Go over to samofsomalia Instagram and the Facebook page, and that's about it. If you have anything you want to ask me, any suggestions for videos or anything, obviously hit me up on samofsomalia@gmail.com. And other than that, I look forward to seeing you guys in the next video. Take it easy. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu.